I'm not sure how long this is going to be. I try to keep videos short, consumable, um, where you don't have to keep your attention for too long. But I wanted to talk about two principles that have really been going around in my mind right now quite a bit that I'm trying to really embrace um, in my life as I'm moving forward in every aspect of my life. But the first one really comes from what I'm doing with baseball squid right now, and even the middle one, um, because I still have him in lessons every week. We also do a cage day every week, and he has drills that he has to do on his own for like shadowing and squats. But it's funny, when the season ended in November, the training facility we go to probably cut in half or less of the people that we saw there or have seen there week to week. Um, and it got me thinking about it as I was watching this pattern kind of emerge. And so I said to him after we finished one time, and I said, "Hey, listen, if you really want to get good at baseball, you really want to be, you know, better and have good skill, and it's something you're passionate about, you have to be willing to do the things that nobody else is willing to do, or you have to be willing to do the things that your peers aren't going to do. That extra work." And so we've been really talking about that lesson quite a bit, and I'm thinking about it in my life, as well. To get better in things I want to get better in, I've got to be willing to do the things um, that people aren't willing to do to get me to that place where I want to be. And for me, it's more of a mindset thing, right? Um, than it is to actually be the best prepper or best whatever. Um, Now, the second lesson comes from a very good friend who's become an extremely big mentor to me over the last year and a half with everything that I've been going through. But he had a 8 or 10 page paper that his sister had wrote about his father, and he let me read it. And it was interesting. In one part of it, she had decided to go back home and help her dad with the farm and work and properties, and she had mentioned one of the things that she learned from their dad was, when she went back and they had to go do something that she's never done before, tile a floor or whatever the task was, and she would sit there overwhelmed in the beginning and go, I don't know how I'm going to get this done. And, she'd go to her dad, I don't know how we're going to do this. And he's like, his answer, which I think is brilliant, was, you just start and then you figure out the rest as you go. Now, I'm not a big proponent in that, and like work, for example. I think you should have set processes in the way you do things, and but again, I thought that it was a really great lesson in the fact of, you know just start. I mean, I can think about the last year and a half, a lot of things that I've done before I started them. I had anxiety or other things about doing it, and even thinking to myself, like, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to do it? How am I going to? And reading that story really got me thinking about, just start. I, as long as you just start it, then you can work through everything else and accomplish that task. So I just wanted to pass those two kind of things that I'm kind of working through in my life right now. So You know, be willing to do the things that nobody else is willing to do, and just start and figure it out.